everybody. I'm Africa, occupational therapist, yoga teacher, and web developer. I am here to give you guys some exercises for the wrists that'll help keep your wrists nice and strong and also nice and flexible. So, these are some yoga movements and some stretches that I like to do with patients and for myself. Whenever I have been sitting at the computer for a really long time. The first one that I really like to do just to get started and to warm my hands up a little bit is I kind of bring them forward. I take a deep breath in and let it go. Then I bring the hands down, take a deep breath in and let it go. Then I bring it into prayer, which is a nice stretch. And then I'm bringing the palms very firmly into each other. Take a deep breath here. Exhale. Now we're going to take our hands this way and gently but firmly put them together. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so now we're just going to bring the palms together like this and then try to kind of bring them downwards. This is a really great stretch here. Deep breath in and exhale. Excellent. Go ahead and shake it out. Right? We're going to get our bodies into tabletop to do some cat-cows, which are really great for the wrist. And then I'm going to show you guys some variations while you're in cat-cow. Okay? So, for cat-cow, you really want to make sure, well, tabletop really, you want to make sure that your wrist and your shoulders are stacked directly above each other, parallel. And you want to make sure your knees and your hips are also stacked parallel to each other. So once you find yourself in this position, we're going to have a neutral spine, neutral neck, okay? And we're just going to take 2 deep breaths here. If you want to get a little fancy in it and also give your bottom and your legs a stretch, you can cross your legs this way. Deep breath here. Uncross and then cross the other way. And then come back into tabletop and then give yourself a little bit of a break by coming into kneeling pose. Okay? Bring those hands into prayer. Deep breath. Let it go. Bring the hands behind, okay, and back. Okay, if this feels good, you can go ahead and bring the chest up and the neck back. Only if this feels good. Otherwise, you can stay here and give yourself a nice stretch. This is a pretty extreme stretch, so this should feel really, really, really good, especially in the forearms, in the biceps, and the wrist. Okay, so now we're going to come back. Okay, we're going to get our bodies back into tabletop. Okay, and from here we're going to warm up our bodies with some cat-cows. Okay, so for cat-cow, we're going to drop the tummy, lift the butt and the head while we inhale in. So we're going to go. Then we're going to exhale, bring the belly button up to the ceiling, round the spine, drop the head, exhale. Okay, so let's do that 3 times. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Okay, bring yourself back into table. If you need to, you can come back into kneeling like we did. And prayer, just to give your wrist a little bit of a break. We're going to reverse our prayer down this way, like I showed you guys. And then this way. Okay, so we're gonna get back into tabletop and I'll show you some of my favorites. So these are some tabletop variations that will feel really nice on your wrist. The first one is we're just gonna bring our hand down this way. Don't put a lot of weight on that wrist, just light weight to give yourself that stretch, okay? And take a deep breath here and exhale it out. Okay, I'm gonna do that with the other hand. Light pressure, inhale, and exhale. Okay, hands back to the mat. Now we're gonna take our hand back this way. That should feel really nice. Inhale here, and exhale. And then bring it back. Other hand, inhale, and exhale. And bring it back. Great. All right, I really like this one. It requires a little bit of flexibility, so you can try it, but don't force your body into it. We're gonna bring our hand down this way, and then we're gonna bring our corresponding leg and just place our foot right on top, okay? So now you have a hip stretch and also a nice little stretch to the wrist. So if you're here and this feels good, you can kind of come forward. Don't put all of your weight on that foot, and then come back slowly and give that wrist a nice stretch. Okay, and then go ahead and switch it. Okay, nice stretch. Ooh, I'm kind of sore actually. And back and forth slowly. Okay, and then back. Then all we have to do, shake it out a little bit, come back into our seated pose, and we're just gonna do one last one. If you've been watching my videos, you see me do this one all the time. It's a classic. We're just gonna place one hand down, bring one hand up, stare at those thumb tips, and then bring it over. Hand up, down, up to the thumbs, and bring it over. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna place the hands behind, kind of like how we did in kneeling. Open up the chest, bring the shoulders back. Make sure those shoulder blades are nice and tucked in. Okay, if this feels good, open the throat. And then bring it back. I hope that your wrists are feeling healthy, feeling limber, feeling strong and good, and you're ready to attack the day with your coding, you're working from home, or whatever projects you're doing on the computer. So I'll see you guys next time.